In a podcast land where thoughts collide, Brian and Craig will be your guide. No topic too small, no tale too tall. Tune in, laugh out, you'll have a ball. From mysteries deep to light-hearted jokes in a poker rhythm where laughter invokes. Untitled is their name, the fun untamed. Each episode a ride, this shows their claim. Untitled, Brian and Craig get ready for a twist and a leg shake. In a quirky world where anything goes, join the ride as the madness flows.
We have to come up with a way to get that audio where we can actually play it for others. Or maybe it's just for us. I don't know.
I think it's just for us.
Okay.
And we're never going to tell any of the listeners what it is.
No,
Never.
definitely not. Oh, have we started already?
Yes, we've started. We just go hard. We just go cold.
Cool.
We're gonna pull a Bill O'Reilly. We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. I'll write it myself and we'll do it live.
You know, I'm pretty sure I told this to you before, but
Yes,
you know, he worked at Denver 7, and apparently he was an asshole there too.
Yes, you have. I think you've told me that on the show before, even. But yes,
Yeah.
that is a thing you have said before, and as I replied last time you told me this, that surprises me not one bit.
Well, it surprised Greg, who just got in through the Greg door, and I need to kick him out.
Greg, make sure you get rid of any geese too, because I hear the geese levels are unusually high this week.
They are incredibly high. Oh my god! Like we are at like Goose Alert. What was it? Goose Alert Lava Red.
Whoa! It's
Yeah.
DEFCON or Goose DEFCON 5.
Yeah. No, it's DEFCON 1 because I think it's worse the lower it gets.
It's Goose DEFCON 0.
Yes. Well, not quite. It's Goose.
Okay.
It's GooseCon 1.
GooseCon. No. Goose DEFCON 0.5.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's like they've got their finger or their. I don't think geese have fingers. They have their wing on the button and they're ready to press it.
They're gonna press it. They're gonna press it.
It might honestly be too late. What are we doing? What is happening?
No, we're just talking about geese. I don't know.
Happy.
Yeah, so let's just get into it, I guess.
Okay.
So I actually took some time off this week.
Yay! You deserve it.
That was great. And then I met up with our good friend.
Yes.
And his brother and his son.
Nice.
So Snappy Badger.
Yes, of course. And you got pictures taken all across the places that I want to go to. So I have a feeling that you're gonna get sick of Niagara Falls because pretty much everyone who visits you will want to go there probably. So although I don't know, maybe it's awesome and it's good to go to every time. I don't know.
It is good. I've probably been there already like 30 times and I still don't mind.
Okay, good. Well, we're going, so obviously.
Well, the good news is it's massively good for Pogo. So no issues there.
Cool.
Although this time I did do what's called Maid of the Mist, where they basically shuffle like 300 people onto a boat, and then they ride right into the center of the Horseshoe Falls, and it's amazing. I got absolutely drenched. And I kept asking a friend, I'm like, is this worth the $30.25? And he's like, it sure is. And it's like face is getting pounded by water.
Okay. So if we go and do Maid of the Mist, I need to bring a change of clothes.
Well, they give you a poncho that covers the majority of your body, but since you're like the size of a tree and built like a brick shithouse,
right?
You might need to get a triple XL.
Okay, well, we'll figure something out. We have literally 2 months and a few days before we have to worry about this. So.
And then we went to the Highmark Stadium, the old Highmark Stadium, which
it's still the current. It's still the current Highmark Stadium. The new one's not done yet.
But Craig, it looks like a college football stadium.
Does it really? Well, I saw some pictures from the outside because you sent pictures, and I don't know. I mostly saw the gift shop. I didn't see a whole lot of other things. Although I'll pull it up to see if I can see any more. Let's see.
Not as noteworthy as I would have thought. The old one, the one that's getting built, is a lot more impressive.
The new one that's getting built. They're not building the old one.
Yeah.
It doesn't look super impressive, but that's okay. It's a matter of what the team is like on the inside that plays. It's not what the stadium looks like. It's the motion of the ocean.
And Buffalo Jesus making
Correct.
making those hurdles and touchdowns.
And drawing oddly proportioned Buffalo Bills logos.
Yes, which I should have bought one of those hats, but
They have hats too. I just saw shirts online. So
yeah, they had a shirt or they had a hat. And I almost bought one. And I was like, oh man, this Craig needs to get his doodles working for New Era and the Bills.
that's right. That's right. That would be great if I could get my cool googly-eyed doodles onto New Era hat. That'd be amazing. So
Well,
yeah, for those who don't know what we're talking about, Josh Allen at some point recently drew a picture of the Buffalo Bills logo, which is, well, let's say his skills are in quarterbacking more so than drawing. Um, it looks like a potato with macaroni legs and a horn, and then like a red laser beam coming like going out into like the back of it. It's not the greatest ever, but it is adorable in its own way. And then there's also one because the Denver Broncos, I think they did this across they had like either quarterbacks or rookies or something draw things. So there's a picture that I think he did with paint. Bo Nix did of the Denver Broncos logo, and it is just the worst. As I told Brian, it looked like the Chupacabra basically. It's
so what you're
so
saying
bad.
is you're over it?
No, I'm not. Oh, I love Bo Nix. I don't want him to be good at doodling. I can handle that part of that for Broncos Nation. He just needs to do the quarterbacking part, which is slightly more important than being able to doodle the logo well to me.
Yeah,
So
okay.
as long as he does that, that's fine. I'm good. So
What else did I do? I went to Duff's Famous Wings, which we will go, and it was very impressive. And I didn't realize this, but New Era Global Headquarters is based in Buffalo, right off Delaware Ave, near Niagara Square.
oh, I didn't know that either. Do they have like a
Yeah,
big shop? Do they have a big store,
I,
or is it
I I
just?
didn't. I've never looked in there, but I've
Oh,
driven past it and walked past it like 100 times. So maybe
okay.
I should check it out.
Yeah, if they have a big cool store, that'd be neat. But they might not. Maybe it's just corporate headquarters. There's a bunch of offices.
I think
Like
it's
when
mostly corporate headquarters.
Yeah, they're like the one. I don't know if it's the corporate headquarters of Amazon, but there is a corporate headquarters of Amazon in Seattle, and they have this cool like bubble building that it looks like something Willy Wonka would have had in his factory. And I wanted to go in, and it's like I walked up, and the guy's like, "Can I see your badge?" I'm like, "Oh, that's right. This is just an office. It's not like a tourist destination. I wasn't allowed to walk around the offices of Amazon, but I wanted to because it was really cool. It was like somebody took a goldfish bowl, flipped it over, and then like put a terrarium on the inside of it, and then there was also desks. It was
Hmm.
very strange.
Well, you know what you should have done is you should have summoned your national treasureness and just figured out a way.
I've actually never seen that movie, so
Huh.
yeah,
Well,
so I can't.
okay.
Yeah, I'm
All
sorry.
right
I know
then.
I know the basic concepts. There's like lots of clues hidden in ancient or not ancient, but our founding fathers' artifacts, and there's
No,
some
that's
kind
ancient. That's more than 100 years. That shit's ancient.
of no, 100 years is not ancient. There are
I
people
said more
walking around.
than. I said more
Oh,
than.
okay. Well, there are people walking around that are 101 and they are more than 1 years old, and they're not ancient. They're still alive.
No,
Ancient,
they're
I think.
ancient.
Well, I mean, they're ancient as far as humans go, but I don't think they qualify as antiquities on their own.
Well, to be fair, most antiques hit antique status after 25 years. So you and I are both antiques.
Oh my god!
Just
So
saying.
you're saying my Super Nintendo is an antique?
Correct.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I wonder if you can go to antique stores and buy old video games. That would
Oh,
be
I'm sure
amazing.
you could.
You think?
Um,
I don't. I feel
I'm
like
sure,
antique
yeah.
stores are for like ladies named Priscilla who like to wear pearls and are looking for like a new cabinet.
You mean old ladies named after cows like Bessie and Mabel?
That's correct. And yeah, and what they're not looking for is like a used copy of F-Zero.
They are absolutely looking for a copy of F-Zero
Well,
because F-Zero is
who
a
would?
classic.
It's a great game. It truly is. So, but I somehow doubt Priscilla has that in mind when she steps into the antique store. But times change, and maybe I'm wrong. I don't go into antique stores often, so who's to
That's
say?
fair. All right, Craig, what did you do?
Oh, I did things, man. I did things. I went to my new office for the very first time this week.
Wow.
It's pretty exciting, and it's in Denver, Colorado, officially, which
Wow.
doesn't really mean that much other than the fact that apparently if you work in Denver, Colorado officially, that means that the city of Denver gets to charge you $6.50 every month for the privilege.
They do, yes.
Yeah, which I thought was not the coolest thing ever, but it's only $6.50. I mean, I will live. I can survive it. It's not going to be that big of a financial hit on my overall budget, but it still seems
Yeah, dude,
bogus.
that's only like what, $78 or something a year?
Yeah, it's not a ton, and also, but I only go in. I'm gonna go like once a month, so it's I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. I need to get over it because it's not a big deal, but it just sticks in my craw a little bit. They're like, hey,
Yeah, Craig, you're kind of sounding a little bit ungrateful there.
well, that's true. For all that Denver has given to me, I can give them $6.50 a month. It's like my Denver subscription fee.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, that's true. Okay. All right. I'll allow it. But also, when I went in, and Brian already knows this, although he says I stole it. But they gave me a brand new headset, which I'm not using because it only has one ear thing instead of two. So I'm using my normal ones. But
Let the record show that he stole it. He swiped it.
yeah. Well, if I was going to steal something, it would have been the other thing that they gave me free and clear, which was the North Face backpack, which is very nice. So I guess like we can bring our laptops and stuff. Like we've had to bring our laptops and all of our other stuff into the office before. I don't know why suddenly they feel like they need to give us something, but if they're going to do it, they told us they're giving us backpacks. I'm like, oh great, it's going to be some $4 thing that they got at the dollar store, but it was a real deal backpack with our company logo embroidered on it, which is only downside to it, but it's still pretty freaking sweet. So.
Well, that is pretty cool. I actually got a freebie at work the
Yeah.
other day. It was BKL, so BKL stands for Buffalo Kickoff Live. I got a
Okay.
BKL like fleece, like highly weather rated, like blizzard rated jacket with the Buffalo Kickoff Live logo on it. So that was nice.
That's pretty cool. That's very nice. So, and you stole it.
I did steal it. I went right up to promotions lady and I was like, "Listen here, you give me this BKL jacket." And she's like, "No." And I was like, "Well, I'm going to swipe this one." And then I swiped it and ran away.
Yeah, that's kind of how my headset went down too. So I'm glad that we're both participating in minor larceny. I think that's good.
Yes. Yes. You
Okay.
got to, because, corporate America steals from you. So why not steal back?
Sometimes you have to just to settle the score. That's fine. Then last night I went to a Colorado Rockies baseball game.
Wow.
I know.
They still make money, even though they're the worst team in the league.
Dude, they're one of the worst teams ever. But Brian, they won.
Hold up. This is like one game out of like 170. That's actually looking up for them.
Yeah, they're really starting to turn things around here. So no, they are. Let's see here. I'm going to tell you, they are 23 wins
Ooh.
versus 74 losses.
Amazing. That's a winning season for the Rockies.
No, it's really not. They are now, after yesterday's win, only 51 games below 500.
Wow, they can still turn it around.
Technically, they have to lose 7 more games before it's impossible for them to have a losing season. So there's hope. Yeah,
They can turn it around.
If they win every game remaining on their schedule, they might make the wild card. It's possible.
Wow.
So, yeah.
A man can dream.
A man can dream. Yeah, although that would be. I'm gonna go ahead on a limb and say that will not happen. But yeah, that would be something.
Right.
That would be bizarre. So anyway, but they won. They won, and not only that, I took my daughter and my wife, and also, well, Lauren's not a surprise because Lauren and I have been to sporting events before and that kind of thing. But we got our friend Daniel Frett to go to a sporting event.
Wow.
Which I know. So shout out to Daniel. He listens occasionally, so he might hear this someday. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a great time. The Rockies won. It was beautiful weather. And Brian, there were I would estimate 40,000 people there. Like Coors Field was packed, and it made me realize.
How packed was it?
Like full. Like
wait, who did they even play?
They played the Minnesota Twins, so it wasn't even like it was like the Yankees or the Red Sox or the Dodgers or something. It was just a middling American League team. It was they have losing record. Like it wasn't the Cubs, but still they managed to. And it made me realize that the Rockies are never going to be good because the guy who owns them doesn't have to spend a dime on making them better, and people still come to the games. I came to the game, with 4 friends. Well, family and friends, and we had a lovely. It was really fun.
Well, even though to be fair, the Sabres, the Sabres are still making money, so there's that.
That's true.
Take
So
that how you will.
maybe someday the Sabres might be good again because people care about
Well,
it.
they
Maybe.
just sorry, this is becoming a bit of a sports podcast, but they did trade JJ Peterka for another center and a defenseman. So
So things are turning around.
and we did steal a guy from the Avalanche. So
Who did you get from the Avs?
some
Some guy.
some shitty mid leaguer guy, like nothing
Yay.
super. Like you'd be like, oh, he did indeed play for the. You see his name on a roster, and then he changes to another roster, and you're like, oh, that was that guy.
Well, that's how hockey works. They all kind of rotate around, part of the thing. So that we don't become a sports podcast because that's not really our niche. I mean, I could probably hang for a while doing it. I think Brian just recently learned that there's more than 17 people on an active NFL roster. So
Yeah, shocking.
yeah, exactly. So we might need to do something other than that. But maybe, Brian, maybe
Ooh.
it's time. Do you think potentially it's time?
I think it's time. I think it's time.
Brian, the news.
Da-da-dum.
Dun dun dun. I don't know what that was
Exciting.
for.
I don't know. What
Oh, by the way,
anyways,
this is Untitled with Brian and Craig. I don't think we ever.
yeah, we're like 18 minutes in, and like, oh, title card.
Hey, look, we can have a very long cold open if we want to. It's our prerogative. So, Brian, Massachusetts Powerball collision course.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah,
Powerball is colliding with what?
with Massachusetts, like the state.
Oh,
Well,
like the actual Powerball from space.
is Powerball from space?
I don't know, man.
I'd like to think that like an alien syndicate runs the Powerball lottery.
They're like, oh shit, they're making too much money. Just throw like an actual like sphere. But it targets Massachusetts. It'll never target Ohio because we could only be so lucky.
Right, and it will never target Michigan because Michigan does not exist.
Like, it doesn't exist, yeah.
So it couldn't target it. It would try, but it's targeting computers would get all wonky because there's nothing there, and yeah, it'd be bad. So.
And every time you see a Detroit Lions game, no, you didn't.
That's my favorite part of Michigan not existing is that you didn't see the Detroit Lions game.
You just saw some people mass hallucinations with one team just like air footballing each other.
It's just a mass hallucination.
What a fucking conspiracy theory that is.
Ford Field is just it's a figment of lots of people's imagination. Fitchburg, Massachusetts. A man named Paul Corcoran bought a Powerball ticket this week, and then in what usually does not work out well for someone, he got confused about what day it was, Brian.
Yeah,
and
okay,
he thought
happen.
He thought it was Thursday instead of Wednesday, which Wednesday night is when the Powerball drawing happens, apparently. And so he has his lucky numbers, Brian. So he bought another ticket for the same lottery that he had already bought a ticket for.
Oh no!
Brian. Yeah, usually that's $2. How much did $5? I have no idea how much Powerball costs these days. I haven't sold with it.
$2.75 or something, maybe.
I have no idea.
It's not intensive. It's not that expensive.
No. If you accidentally buy two of the same ticket, it's not going to probably break it. It's kind of like getting charged $6.50 to work in the city of Denver. It's annoying,
which is a privilege and not a right.
It's a privilege. I'm honored to work within the city and county of Denver. So yes, you're correct. So he bought an identical ticket, and then he realized his mistake. But he's like, "Well, we'll watch the Powerball anyway."
Yeah, it's like $2, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever. So hold on to it. He didn't win the big jackpot, but he got enough numbers where he won $1 million prize.
Okay, that's nothing to sneeze at.
That's pretty good. But Brian, because he bought two tickets with the exact same numbers.
Oh, did he get another milli?
He actually got $2 million because he forgot what day it was.
All right, okay.
So sometimes if you're so confused that you don't even remember what day it was and you end up spending money thinking it's one day for a thing that actually doesn't happen until the next day, every now and then your confusion can pay off to the tune of $1 million additional dollars, Brian. And that's what happened to our friend Paul.
And that could be you.
It could be. It won't be. but it could be.
You know, honestly, if I won the lottery, like $1 million lottery, obviously I would, see the trick is that you take it as an annuity. That way you build generational wealth because, you can live off $3 million a year easy, you know.
Right. Well, it's only a $2 million total prize. So I mean, you can win it. You could do that, but you just take it as a lump sum, and then you purchase an annuity, and then you would have more options. Lump sum is the way to go.
Well, so
Like,
so what you're saying is you get the lump sum and you lose 55% of it off the top.
well, you're going to lose every single time you take a. And are we really arguing whether it's better to take a lump
You know
sum or
what?
an
Let's
annuity?
go. Let's go down. We're now a financial podcast. Yeah. So if you take an annuity, if you take it year by year, only lose like 35% over the year, depending on which state you are, which state you live in, right? So you don't lose that much. But if you're saying you take a lump sum, you lose all that money off the top in taxes, and then you purchase an annuity. Do you make that money back with the interest?
I do believe you do. I think that's why most financial planners tell you to take the lump sum. But also, I can't believe that this is what we're talking.
So I just think that math doesn't math, but I mean I guess that's what, all the big boys do, like all the hedge funds and shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean
So
I guess so,
it's the magic
but
of compound interest, Brian. You're not earning interest on the money you're getting, annually or whatever. Although, if you're really bad with money, the idea of just getting money every year so that you'll always be able to reset yourself, that's maybe a pro in that regard as well too. So I'm not here
so
to
well,
tell you
so
how
that
you
might
should play
so what you're
lottery.
saying is you might have turned me around on this. So get the lump sum, purchase the annuity, just and basically take out like half of what you think you'd actually need. So if you were expected to get like 3 million, you just take out 1.5. Yeah,
Right,
that's not bad. You
right.
could do that.
Call my office on Monday. We'll do a whole consult and we'll.
Let's just get down it. Yeah, thanks for coming to Brian and Craig's wild money talks. We're talk tomorrow. We're gonna talk about whether or not you should invest in a Roth IRA.
Oh, I highly recommend the Roth, Brian. The tax benefits are outstanding. What are, what are we doing? The
I
only
don't know.
downside, the only downside to the Roth is that there might be a goose with its finger on the trigger, and then or
Yes.
on the button, and then yeah, if that goose hits the button, then it's all lost, really.
Yeah,
So
but what they don't tell you about the Roth IRAs, you have to fly down to New York City and rub the balls of the bull in Wall Street once a year. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you that, but you got to do it.
did we ever tell everyone about that? That
Oh, I
it's
did. Yeah,
required.
we talked about it. Oh no,
Okay,
we
okay,
didn't talk about it. We didn't say it was required. I'm making that canon though. Like you
okay.
gotta
Yes,
rub the
you
balls.
got it too. Yeah, and you at least, or if you don't rub them, at the very least, you have to squat down and take a photo, presenting the balls to the adoring public.
Or making lecherous
Yeah,
finger movements.
correct, correct. The important thing is if you ever go see the bull in Manhattan, don't take a picture from the front, or do take a picture of the front. But it's more important that you take a picture from the back because they don't
Correct.
tell you this in the brochures for New York City. But the better, more photogenic spot is the back of the bull. I will leave it at
Correct. Yes. Correct, sir.
that.
So we talked briefly about the guy and then went balls deep in financial planning. Whoops.
I never know where this is going to go. Did not see that coming. Okay,
Yeah.
uh,
Okay. Do you got another headline?
I do. Fresno, California, Brian. A 911 call came in to the Fresno 911 about a person who had been trapped in a rushing canal, which
Oh
led
no.
which led emergency responders in California to come to said canal to try to rescue this body that was floating lifelessly, trapped against a grate by the rushing water. A very precarious situation, one you would not want to find yourself in. Life and limb could be lost quite easily in this situation. Fortunately, when they arrived, they found that there was no actual human who was going to be in danger of losing their life because what was trapped against the grate by the rushing water was actually a life-size blow-up sex doll.
Wait. So they're all rushing for all this stuff,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yep. Yep.
they're like, "Oh shit, this is a blow up doll."
Yep. Correct. So Brian, crisis averted.
Crisis, but they still charge a sex doll, you know, a bunch
Well,
of
yeah.
money.
I think it's like what was it we decided when that one guy got hit by the ambulance. It's a $1,500 ride to the hospital if you get hit by the ambulance. So yeah, it's a little
Yes.
bit pricey. Yeah, exactly. If your insurance doesn't cover it. So oh yeah, blow up doll, pretty great. So let us continue, Brian, because I got things, man. This was a crazy fun week of news. Northampton, England. Let's go across the pond, Brian. Northampton is a boring town, apparently. There's no reason for tourists to go there until now.
Okay.
Um, yes, because a new tourist destination, well, destination is a strong word, a new tourist attraction has been spotted in the streets, the mean streets of Northampton.
Northampton.
Yes, you will never in a billion years guess what the new attraction is, Brian. It's a green pigeon.
Like a dyed pigeon?
Well, it's very green, and it's not a color that naturally occurs in pigeons. It it looks like it's not quite as dark as like a Philadelphia Eagles throwback helmet, but it's
Okay.
real green, almost like a bluish green. I don't even know what it's somewhat like sapphire, but like if it had a more greenish tint than a bluish tint, like
Okay.
it's a lightish green. Yeah, but it's so what clearly happened because this is not a natural color is that someone in Northampton somehow got a hold of this pigeon and yes, dyed it very green, and then just re-released it back on the city streets. So there is one pigeon walking around, and he's green, and many people are coming because they've seen him on TikTok now. They're just coming to see the green pigeon, Brian.
That
It's great.
huh.
I mean, it's not great because it's probably not good for the pigeon to have dye on all of their feathers.
No.
But also this pigeon is green, Brian. It's
That's
hopping around
very
and
strange.
it's extremely strange, and it's
And
acting
people
like
are
a
like oh crikey, we got to see this being that. Yeah. Alright.
Are you from there?
Yeah, actually I'm from there, yeah.
You're from North Hampshire? I'm not even gonna try because
I'm from Northampton, yeah. Northampton is.
you sound exactly like them. Probably not. I don't think at all, actually.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
You went for it. I appreciate that. I don't think I could approximate a Northampton. What's the word?
So
Accent. And I'm not gonna try.
I actually worked with a guy from Northampton, and
Did you?
he didn't really talk like that, but he could slip into it, like,
Okay.
and it was kind of how he would, and their slang is, it's something, man. That's all I gotta say. Their slang is something.
God bless British people. That's all I'm saying.
God
So
bless British people.
yeah.
One could say it's absolute crazy straws.
Yeah, for sure. And I will try to post a picture of the green pigeon so that people can see it. So if you go to the Brian and Craig Instagram, you should be able to. I don't have it posted yet, but by the time this posts to the feeds, theoretically
Yes.
it should be there so you can see it. So yeah, it's a green pigeon. It's bad. Animal rights activists are not happy about it. They're like, this makes the pigeon more likely to get hit by predators. It could start chewing at it and maybe get poisoned by the dyes. Like
Well, if it's PETA, you can't listen to any of them because PETA is, bullshit. So
right. Well, I'm just saying they don't like it, and I can see in theory why it's bad, but also Brian, the pigeon is green.
all right, you sold me. Looks like we got it. Looks like we got to book a flight to a London town.
That's right. Northampton, here we come. Brian can speak to the locals because they'll understand him, and everything will be fine. Our final story. This one makes me happy because there's a video for it. But we're at an Ohio community center in Mason, Ohio.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
It's pretty good. There is a claw machine in this community center, Brian. You're familiar with the claw machine. You put it in like a dollar.
Yeah, and you
The
like
claw
never
comes
you
down.
can like never get anything.
That's correct. Yeah, because the claw will come down and then it'll briefly latch onto a stuffed animal, but then it'll start pulling up before it actually closes, and then you don't win anything, and it's a scam. It's bad.
Yeah.
Well, on July 7th, police were summoned to this community center, Brian, because a 4-year-old boy
Okay.
You wouldn't believe how big the slot is for the stuffed animals to be taken out until I tell you that the 4-year-old child got into it
Oh,
and then climbed into the claw machine and
well, that's one way of doing it.
sat amongst all of the stuffed animals, happy as a clam until they realized he couldn't get out. So they had to drag the claw machine into a store and wait for fire rescue to come and
That's
dismantle
amazing.
the claw machine so that the 4-year-old boy could get out. The greatest thing is there's a video, like a security video, that got released to the public, so you can literally watch as
Okay,
like
that's actually pretty awesome.
many adults just walk by as this kid is just getting into the claw machine and then climbing up, and everybody's like, "Yeah, that's not my problem."
Like, nope, nope, no, you didn't. I thought I saw this. No, I did not.
There are no adults anywhere. They're like taking care of this very small child. He's just he's just going where no child has gotten before. He's a space explorer, except the space is a claw machine. So
Well,
it's it's pretty wonderful. So yeah, he did get rescued. Everyone is fine. And he was reunited with his mother, who he gave a new stuffed animal to because he took it out of the machine.
well, you know,
I feel like he deserves it at that point.
yeah, at that point,
I'm Craig, and that is the news.
yes. Okay, so I've never seen this movie.
Okay, that's hard to believe, but okay, that's an unusual premise.
It's an unusual premise.
It's
So,
like saying you went to a Colorado Rockies game and they won. Like theoretically,
yes,
it's possible, but it doesn't totally make sense.
yes. So there's a movie, Craig, called Shark Side of the Moon.
Oh, I've seen clips of Shark Side of the Moon, thanks to my good friend Brian Dunnigan.
Yes. So I was like, what is this? So to say that the CGI is dodgy is whew, is a
That's like saying
compliment.
that's like saying that's like saying Donald Trump might have a few problems as president.
So I'm looking at the ratings because I actually was like, maybe I'll watch this. And then literally everything I see about this is just gets even worse slash amazing. So here's the premise. During the Cold War, the USSR developed hyper-aggressive sharks. Unable to kill them, they launched them into the moon. Fast forward to present day, the first team of American astronauts on the moon in decades must repair a module found on the dark side of the moon, where the astronauts encounter the unkillable Russian moon sharks.
It's a solid gold premise. I see no problems.
Solid gold.
Yes.
Now,
I mean, I'm jealous. As a professional making terrible movie pitches on the fly, that's a great pitch. I'm
is
all about it.
yes, it's a fantastic pitch. The user reviews, a few people have given it like legit 10-star reviews.
Yes, and
Most
those
of it is
people
like
are
1 star.
those people are Brian's like spirit animals, basically. The 10-star reviewers, I'm assuming.
Yes, but a lot of the reviews, Craig, are
Yes.
people complaining that it wasn't bad enough.
No. I mean,
Like
I've seen about a minute and a half of it, and I think it's bad enough.
so like a lot of it is just saying, man, I was really expecting a worse movie. And I'm like, this is so weird. So one of the lines is 1 out of 10. I'm not even joking. The first sentence. Everyone involved in this should never be allowed near so much as a camera phone, let alone actual film equipment.
That's a good line. That's good.
They should consider themselves lucky that they aren't being prosecuted for crimes against film.
War Criminal Studios proudly presents
Yes.
Side of the Moon.
Yes. So apparently, another person said this movie was hilarious, but not in the good ways. Only good thing it had going for it was it made Sharknado look like a goddamn masterpiece.
Very good.
The final one I'm going to read is frankly, this is one of the worst movies I have ever viewed. Frankly, life is too short to waste your time on this disaster. Then they bullet pointed this. Point 1, acting ranges from barely adequate to poor. Point 2, CGI looks like it was designed on a Pentium 3 or Apple Power PC. That's almost 20 years old. 3, the storyline is so ridiculous and takes place on the far side of the moon, which is perpetually dark, except in this movie.
Right.
The science behind this, quote, money laundering exercise was obviously based on pre-Galileo science. Oh, God.
That's fun. Oh, and
So,
the sharks, they seem, just based on the clip that you sent me, they seem slightly Nazi-ish. Am I right in this? Like I
no,
guess,
they're
I guess they're
USSR.
Russian. They're
They're
Russian. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
They definitely have bad guy energy. There's no doubt. They're trying to get back to Earth to take it over. Is that what I'm just deducing it based on the very small clip that I have seen. But
I don't think so. I think it's just that, well, maybe. I don't know. They were sent there against their will. They were also
yeah,
created against their will. So I don't know.
right, right. Well, to torture one of the astronauts, they bite off his leg.
Yeah.
So there is that. Yeah. It doesn't look good, Brad. I can't believe you haven't seen it yet.
I'm surprised, yeah. Also,
Yeah.
apparently, I found out that much like Sharknado, there
Yes.
is an entire series of Sharktopus movies.
Wait, Sharktopus? So is this
Yeah,
a shark that has 8 legs?
yeah, it's a Sharktopus.
No, Sharktopus. It's a
It's a
Sharktopus.
Sharktopus. It's like a shark, but with like octopus. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's.
yeah.
Anyways,
You don't have to redo the word. They've already made the portmanteau for you.
yeah. Well, you gotta kind of try and make it. Anyways, so yeah, that is shark side of the moon, and I will have to. What is this like? How long is this movie?
Is it straight? Is it on YouTube? It has to be on YouTube, right? That's
No,
probably how it is.
it's better. Better. Take a guess.
Tubi.
Correct. In
Nice.
fact, we're gonna go one further. It's a Tubi original.
Oh, so that's a lot of quality behind that.
The best. In fact, our next sitcom series is actually on Tubi, so we really shouldn't talk too much shit because
I mean, we're still in the pre-production stages of our sitcom, but
Yeah.
Tubi is going to be the home of Brian and Craig.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. 6 seasons in a movie.
Yeah. Not quite Full House. I don't know what would our show be called. I guess we're still in the if we had a sitcom like Laverne and Shirley, Brian and Craig, but Brian and Craig, I don't know. It feels like it needs more.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
It needs something.
We have time. We haven't signed all the paperwork yet. We'll come up with a good name. It'll be great.
Yes, we will. You know, it'd be really fun if Tubi listens to this and goes, "Fuck it, that's the best pitch I've ever heard."
I mean, they are greenlighting Russian sharks that are super smart are sent to the moon and then capture astronauts and then torture them by eating off their legs and trying to take their spaceships back to Earth. So, I mean, we're in the running, I think. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah. You know what else is in the running? This movie pitch.
Oh, you already have one? Are you good to go?
Oh my god. I literally just popped into my head as we were bullshitting about Tubi. And
Okay.
Craig, I know you're in your are you in your bedroom right now? Are you sitting? Okay.
I am sitting down.
So I want you to go into your closet. I want you to go to the very top part of your closet, and I want you to push away all the bullshit, and I want you to grab that shoebox with the quadruple braided seatbelt, and I want you to strap in, Craig.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go ahead and put on a straitjacket as well because it feels like that might be necessary.
Yes.
But yes, all right. Belted in. I have the jacket with the very long arms. It ties in the back, and I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Okay. So in the 40s, Craig. Sorry, in the early 40s.
Okay.
The mad scientists in Buffalo, New York. Okay. They not only were they poisoning the love canal, true story, they were also working on secret, horrible cloning and like crimes against humanity type of gene splicing, right? Because they were thinking we need to fight the Nazis, and we need to, take them to their theaters and their canals and all that stuff. So what they came up with is they were hybridizing human soldier DNA with, I don't know, salmon or something. Yeah, it's just a salmon, like because salmon can go from saltwater to freshwater, whatever.
Sure.
So so basically, what they were doing is they were crossbreeding and didn't really pan out. They made like one or two successful batches, and then they're like, fuck it, whatever. And then they dumped it in Niagara Falls. Fast forward to the year of our Lord, 2022. I don't know why 2022, but anyways, so there's a family. There's a family out there. They're going on Maid of the Mist, and then the little boy's like looks over and goes like, Daddy, what's that?" It's like, "It's a salmon, but that doesn't seem right. Like we're in the Niagara Gorge, and this doesn't seem right." And then all of a sudden, these giant like fish salmon people pop out and are like,
Ooh.
just causing mayhem. They're not really hurting people. They're just like, they just appear, and you're like, "Whoa, what's going on with this?" And they're always talking about like, "Oh, we gotta fight the Nazis. We gotta fight the Nazis." And they're like, "What? There's nowhere. What do you mean Nazis? Like, are we talking about like neo Nazis or like the real Nazis?" And so they're trying to figure that out. And so eventually, life goes on. It is now the year of our Lord 2025, and
Ooh, weird.
and salmon fish people have integrated, at least in the Great Lakes area. And so one of them, we'll name him Rusty, okay? And he basically is like down on his luck because fish people don't really have rights because that's how it works in America. Is if you're a emergent
If you're a
species,
fish person,
if you're a fish person, you don't get rights. Like it's well known. It's in the it's in the it's in the, what is it called? The articles. I guess it is the Bill of Rights. The
Bill of
first
Rights, yeah,
amendments.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
okay.
Don't have.
It's in the
Well,
Constitution.
but Donald Trump is constantly trying to, deport them back to Atlantis too, which I think is rough.
Ooh, that's a good story bit. That's a good story bit, Craig.
Yeah,
Love
we
that.
can just add that in there. I'm just trying to throw it in. I try to help when I can.
Yeah. Flesh out the word a little bit. I got you. And so one of them, he's just he's down on his luck. He goes by. He's tired of salvaging a bunch of crap out of the Great Lake, out of Lake Erie, and he goes up and he buys a couple scratchers and puts in some money, and he wins $600 million. And he's like,
That's
"Oh my
pretty
god,
good. That's
that's
pretty
pretty
good.
good." But now it calls into rights, and question all the rights of a fish person. And so what you thought was a creature feature actually
Uh-huh.
becomes a drama and a deep meditation on what is it really like to be a human. And that's kind of where I want to go with that.
Okay.
And then eventually in the third act we're just going to say fuck it, and the Powerball creators send in their Powerball, and only the fish people can save it, can save the world.
Interesting. Well, my question is, when the fish man wins $600 million, does he take it as a lump sum, or does he get the annuity for the financial security?
Ooh, they have this conversation.
Well, they
Ooh.
have to, I think.
Yeah, I
It's
think
just-
I think he takes the lump sum, then purchases the annuity.
Okay, good. So he's listened to my seminar. That's
Yes,
good.
yes,
like
and after you're done with the seminar, you can decide whether or not you want to buy a timeshare.
There you go. Very good. We're getting all of the greater points of fine cinema, discussing whether or not to take the lump sum or the annuity, and then also timeshare presentations. So, like, this is going to win Oscars.
Yes, Oscar bait.
Definitely. The scene where he's like, "Yes, but do I get 1 week or 2 weeks at the San Diego resort?" Is, I think, it's really the dramatic crux of the entire production.
Yes, that's when you really feel Rusty's pain, like what it's like to be a fish man.
The emotionality is just, man, it just gets you. You can't help but cry. Like, if you don't cry, you don't have a heart at that point.
Yeah, are you the fish man watching here?
Hey, we're not here for fishman slander.
Ooh, or are we?
I don't. Well, I guess it's possible. Dirty salmon folk.
Salmon
What would
folk. Ooh,
what would a
that's really
slur
good.
be? What would a slur be for a half man, half salmon person or
Ooh,
creature?
chum.
Chum is exceptional.
I just thought about that, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to hell. I'm going straight to hell for that one.
I was thinking like slapbacks, or I was just
Ooh.
trying. I was trying to come up with something. I mean, I'm not used to like having racial hatred against things that are not quite human, and then like
Yeah.
finding good ways to verbalize that. It's not really a thing I've spent a lot of my energy ever doing before, so it's a skill I'll have to refine when the eventual fish people come to dominate us.
Yeah.
We'll get
Ooh,
there.
ooh. Humpbacks? No. Ooh, that's a good one though.
If they were whale people,
Oh,
humpbacks
absolutely.
humpbacks would be incredible if they were whale people. Do we retcon this and just change the pitch a
Ooh.
bit so instead of
Yeah,
salmon, it's
yeah. We'll
whale?
we'll we'll just say like fish that can go from saltwater to freshwater. So that way we can get, and I guess technically, yes,
Whales are
whales aren't
whales
fish,
are fish,
but
right? Thank you.
we'll just lump it all in. We'll just lump it all in. They were experimenting with like various kind of animals that can go from freshwater to saltwater. There we go. Boom.
Boom. They're all in the water. They're basically the same thing. Fish, mammals. It's all the same thing.
It's all the same if they swim.
Exactly. I can swim. Can you milk me? Oh God.
I'm gonna let that lie. I'm gonna let that one. I'm just gonna leave that one.
Well, I was trying to. Yeah, I was trying to make a reference to what's that movie with Ben Stiller and what is that movie called? I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? That's what I was trying to make reference to, but I can't
Dodgeball?
think. What is it?
Is it dodgeball? Sounds like dodgeball.
No, it's not dodgeball.
Oh, Wedding Crashers. No, no,
Yeah,
that's
no, 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 no. It's oh my, it's
Zoolander.
Robert De Niro and Ben Stiller. Oh my
Robert
God.
De Niro and Ben
Literally,
Stiller.
yes, Robert De Niro. I'm googling. This is the part of the show where I Google and Ben
Meet
Stiller.
the Parents.
Thank you. Yes, Meet the Parents. Yeah,
Okay.
don't you remember that part where he's talking about
Yeah, I
basically you could,
vaguely remember that now. Yeah.
yeah, you can milk anything that has nipples, and then in probably his greatest line delivery of all time, Robert De Niro says, "Is this his best role ever?" Probably. Um,
Yeah, maybe.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's like, "I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?" So that's
Ah,
where I was going with that. It was a very poorly conceived attempt at a reference. And we've discussed it for 3 minutes, so that's important and that's good.
that's important. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I guess that means it's time for me to do my movie pitch, and I have one.
Ooh, good.
We're gonna do like a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory open kind of thing where there's a contest. Now,
Okay.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, it's who's gonna get to own the chocolate factory, and there are golden tickets. Now, there are golden tickets. No, no, no. There are green tickets for this contest,
Okay.
and they have to be won, and they're being found all over the country, and they're being found in random places. Like you never know exactly where one's gonna show up. It's not buying a chocolate bar. You just kind of live your life, and suddenly a green ticket might show up.
Oh.
So
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So for instance, one of the contestants was buying a lottery ticket for the Powerball, and then he goes in and he buys a second lottery ticket that has
Okay.
the exact same numbers for the same drawing. But in addition to that second ticket, he also gets another ticket that he doesn't really even notice until after he wins the $2 million Powerball prize. Then he
Okay.
realizes, in addition to this $2 million, which I mean, I guess that's okay, $2 million. But I got a green ticket. So our friend, what was his name? I think it was Jerry, maybe, or something. Anyway, that important. He's going to be going in. I say it's not important, but I'm looking it up. His name is
Okay.
his name is Paul. So Paul Corcoran, our friend who won $2 million, also gets a green ticket.
Okay.
Oddly, our next contestant is a blow-up doll. The paramedics come to try to save her from the rushing waters, and they pull her from the stream in California. And not only is her life saved, even though she's not actually alive, she also has a green ticket that just kind of showed
Ooh.
up. I'm not sure where it showed up on the blow-up doll. I'm not going to spend too much time thinking about it, but
Yeah, that's not.
she had a ticket, and she will be the second contestant that gets to go that wins a green ticket to go to the contest that will be described later on in the film. Let's see here. We also have, oddly enough, both Bo Nix and Josh Allen receive green tickets.
Oh.
Yeah, which doesn't totally seem fair because like they've already got a lot going for them. But I mean, they have to actually go during football season. But both of them are like, you know what? This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Any schmuck can play quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like,
Any schmuck.
like yeah, and they have us wasting our time drawing pictures of the logos for the teams we play for. Quite frankly, that we're kind of over this whole thing. I'm gonna go see what this green ticket lifestyle has to offer. So we've got 4.
Green ticket lifestyle.
I love the word lifestyle. It's definitely a crutch I rely on far too much. Oh, all right. And then the producer of Tubi's hit movie,
Yes. Ooh, they're super hit.
Shark Side of the Moon. Actually, no,
Yes.
it's the guy. It's the guy who plays the main shark. He
Okay.
gets done. He gets done with the day of production, and he goes back to his trailer, and he finds a green ticket just sitting there. So he's like, all right. So there we have it. We have Paul, our lottery winner. We have a blow up doll. We have Josh Allen and Bo Nix,
Mhm.
and we have the lead of Shark Side of the Moon, and they're all flown to Northampton,
Ooh.
England.
Northampton.
No, no, they're greeted by Brian, who's going to be playing the role of welcome. I don't know. He's the welcome wagon guy for Northampton, speaking in his authentic Northampton accent.
The only claim to fame that I have.
That's correct. That's correct. He doesn't do much, ladies and gentlemen, but Brian can speak in a perfect Northampton accent. They all are welcomed by Brian, who informs them in his perfect English accent that they will all be competing to see who can be the first to catch the green pigeon.
It's like Harry Potter and Find the Golden Snitch.
Yes, it's very similar to that. Or like, yeah, just whoever gets it first. It's like, what's that movie? Cannonball Run, where they have to like go across the
Oh,
country
yeah.
in the first. Yeah. So like the first person that is able to locate and capture the green pigeon, their entire life will change. They will be granted passage on a journey into like that extends outside of the Milky Way into, I don't know,
Ooh.
fantastic lands beyond where whole planets have been settled by communist sharks. But
Love
like
it.
they're friendly communist sharks. So like it's just it's just a chance for a new life in a new place. And
Gotcha. So
yeah, and then
communist, okay, not communist derogatory.
right, they're socialist sharks, Brian. They're not communists.
Okay.
Like that hasn't worked out. They're like Mondami in New York. Like they're the kind of like, hey, this could be good for everyone kind of sharks,
Okay.
and like everything kind of works out. Like the good form of socialism where everybody, people don't go hungry and medicine's taken care of, and nobody's having to go to the hospital for 3 days and then having their entire life ruined because they can't afford it. Like, yeah, it's a socialist paradise inhabited by sharks that are Russian, or originally
Oh.
Russian. They're now like in different planets in different solar systems, and they're a very advanced species. They don't
A
even really resemble.
spacefaring species.
They're a spacefaring species who has really advanced the whole notion of taking care of each other. So it's kind of it's like it's an opportunity for a better life, even if your life happens to be that of an NFL quarterback. It's still better because you had the green
Yeah.
ticket. And so the rest of the movie is them just it's a bunch of madcap adventurers trying to chase a green pigeon all across Northampton.
Okay. I like
And
it. Pigeon
yeah,
Ball
it's
Run.
Pigeon Ball Run. It's exactly. How did you know the title? That's amazing.
I just shot in the dark.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of obvious when you think about it, but yeah. And then surprisingly, I think that the sex doll actually wins the contest.
Let me guess.
We
The
should,
pigeon flies into her mouth.
well, I mean, there's so many places to go with that. I'm gonna avoid all.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave it lie.
I'm just gonna let that sit right there. And yeah, so she goes, and she's animated by the Russian shark creatures, and yeah, lives a life beyond description. And meanwhile, poor Josh Allen and Bo Nix both just have to go back to their lifestyles as multimillionaires in the NFL as star quarterbacks. So I mean, it's kind of sad for them, but
Yeah.
it ends up happy for the sex doll. So I think in the end, everyone wins. And
Everybody wins.
Paul won $2 million, and so that's good. And then the other guy, he gets to continue making Shark Side of the Moon movies. So I think we all win with that. So I think that the right person wins, being the sex doll. Yeah, and then we'll just just end it when she's in space, just having the time of her life. And I don't know what having the time of life means for being a sex doll, but we're not gonna worry about that now.
We're not gonna worry about that. Yeah.
We'll go to the credits.
What we will worry about.
Oh yes, we definitely have to worry about like when you have Q-tips.
Yes.
But you don't know what to do with them, Brian. Like There's not any place like there's not there. I mean, I've searched YouTube, but nobody tells you on YouTube what to do. I've yet to see an Instagram reel that really describes the best thing to do. Brian, how do I know what to do with my Q-tips?
On the back, there's some reading material. You just gotta flip it over. It's on the.
Why didn't I think of this myself? I'm such a moron.
It happens to all of us.
It does. You're right. You're right.
But you should always read the back.
You should always read the back of the Q-tip box.
Untitled with Brian and Craig is produced and edited by me, Brian Dunnigan. It is also hosted by me, Brian Dunnigan, as well as Craig Dodge. Opening and ending themes are created by AI, so nobody has license to those.